Boker Tov, everyone. Shana Tova, Chag Sameach. I prepared a whole Friday morning Torah about the etrog, the beautiful fruit. It smells beautiful that we're going to start having and shaking and carrying during the week of Sukkot, which we've built our sukkah over here, the booth holiday, which starts tonight. But things in the world have changed. So I want to give a quick morning Torah about President Trump and Melania Trump. So I'm sure either you will know or you will find out very soon that sadly they contracted the coronavirus in the past 12 hours, and it's public news. And it will go as no shock that I am been deeply troubled by the president's actions in many levels, and I've taken a number of statements, including a recent teaching on recent video talking about his debate talk and racist or lack of ability to condemn white supremacy. But I want to be clear about what the Torah says. Okay, there's a powerful midrash. It is well known by every rabbi I know and any person who knows the Exodus story well. In the book of Exodus, my people were fleeing Egypt. We finally get to the Sea of Reeds, Yam Suf. We're on the other side. We see the Egyptians, the Pharaoh and his couriers, all of them together with the horses, you can imagine, going through Susa Ruchbo, Ramavayam, the horses and the chariots going through the water, and we're worried they're going to come get us on the other side. And according to the Midrash, or actually according to Torah, the water comes, closes on them like a wall, it collapses, and they drown. And when they drown, according to the Midrash, Moshe and our people began to celebrate and to chant and to sing and to dance. And actually in the Torah itself, there is a Miriam celebration that happens there. So there's no doubt their celebrations were occurring. But according to the Midrash, at that moment, the angels came down via God and rebuked Moses and our people and said, stop singing. And, they said, well, what do you mean? Why can we sing? Rejoice. They've been opposing us. How come? He said, how can you celebrate when my children are drowning? And that idea, this is deeply rooted in the rabbinic commentaries from thousands of years ago, that it says specifically, my children are drowning, recognizes that the Egyptians, while they were clearly the enemy of Bnei Israel, they are still my children, God says. We don't celebrate their death or, God forbid, being hurt. And I just talked this over with my youngest one, who's up early this morning, who didn't presume anything, but I wanted to be clear. Many of us, disagree with the president, find his behavior troubling, deeply troubling, including his positions on the coronavirus, mask wearing or not lack of it. It'll go away like a miracle. It's a hoax, all that stuff. It does not matter when it comes to health. We do not wish him, or God forbid his wife, or his family, or anyone in the White House for that matter, bad health results. We wish them well. I can even pray that, please God, he and others will have a speedy refuah shlema. That has nothing to do with what I believe about the election. That has nothing to do with about policies. This is human to human. He is a child of God. Do I hope he learns lessons from this? Of course. Do I hope his administration does? Absolutely. But that's not relevant. What's relevant here in this moment is that he is still a child of God, as the Midrash teaches, and we do not wish him ill in a health sense. And that is important. That's an important sense of what unites us as human beings. And what unites us as Americans is that we look as people on the other side of our political, whatever it may be, not as our enemy, but as our co-citizen who we disagree with. That is what will bind our country together. And at some level, that's what was taught in the Torah and the Midrash thousands of years ago, is that don't see the Egyptians forever as your enemy. Even if in a moment you are at war with them, someday the goal is shalom and peace, a sense of unity. Please God, may it be a good day, a safe day. Wear your mask. Learn from this, that this is serious, obviously, for those that are questioning. And wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Those that celebrate, Chag Sameach.